Hello everyone. Again we are back with some interesting topic. On previous video we have discussed about marketing and we have gone into depth concept of promotion. So today we are having in cash flow and life state of company. Cash flow, yeah, do cash require a flow in an organization or an industry? Let's see in detail. Hello everyone, I am Shamli Sharma from SAS Institute of Management. Today we will look after what exactly this particular terminology is and why it plays a vital role for the functioning of an organization. So let's get into a detailed briefing. What is cash? Cash is basically a monetary value or monetary term which is carried forward. Okay, for example, I'm purchasing a earpod of say 5,000. Okay, I have received that iPod and in exchange I have given that monetary value. So that is what when a particular commodity has or exists with a monetary term. That is what cash. Now what do you mean by cash flow? Yeah, like a particular water flow, there is cash flow in an organization where we'll go and open a tab and there will be a cash flow. No, exactly wrong. Cash flow is a movement in an organization where there is entry and exit of money with regards to business terminology with exchange of goods and services which are purchased or which are sold out. That is what we can say a regulation or regular activity carried. For example, I'm having a office, so obviously I required certain fund in order to maintain the department, to maintain my expenses, to provide good infrastructure to my staff. So for that thing obviously I required amenities. Yeah, so I'll purchase it. Yes, from where I'll purchase it? If I am doing a business, I'm selling one of my product and services, from that I'm getting a cash value. I will just make a flow, in out in out. The concept is quite with regards to our digestive system, intake of food and digestion process. Okay, so that is what a cash flow in an organization, which is very much important. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, now why it is important? I can store money. If I'll store, I can invest. I can keep in my bank. I can come with certain RD, FD, where I will be getting a good return. Absolutely wrong concept. For a continuous and smooth functioning of business, we require a proper flow of cash. So, why it is important? Information. We can get a ratio at what stage our business it is. It is at early age, middle age, maturity period, decline or sustainable, and many more. Yes, we are getting a detailed briefing with regards to this inflow and outflow. How much is coming, how much we are letting it out from our business. Research study. Now, if my expense are more than my income, then there is one basic huge fundamental problem. So it helps me to go within a research where my inflow and outflow ratio are being analyzed. Okay, which is very much important. See how much you are investing. It's it should be a balanced proportion, or it should be income side should be greater, or it should be at least one time or two time in increasing ratio with regards to your expense. Investor study. Okay, for example, I'm looking for an investment. Okay, so wherever I'm investing in any organization, or if my shareholder are approaching with more additional investments or additional shares, dividends, okay, so obviously they will look after my cash flow balance, where they will criticize what are my liabilities and what are my assets, what is the income source, what is the revenue generation, and what sort of expense categorization I have maintained. Yes, decision making. If my expenses are more than my income, obviously there I will put up certain strategy, I will bring up with certain plans, yeah, which will help me to make a good control. Yeah, obviously if our parents are giving us pocket money, yeah, for example monthly my parent give me 6,000 rupees, and within one day I am just spending it out, and again on second day as a shameless child I'm going and I'm asking them just give me more penny. So obviously that time as an Indian parent and or normal parent, they will burst out me and then they will start controlling me through a control on my expense. That is very much important. See, as it is said, money is in a kind of poison, so the poison should be in control, because it is also addictive and it leads to many, wrong unintentional concept in your business. Analysis, proper analysis of your market, okay, where you are sustaining, what is your position, and according to that what pitching we have to go, financial activity what we have to carry forward in order to maintain a good, a neutral cash flow in our organization. Yes, see, where we talk about promotion, where we says that your branding is important and plays a very important role, like that the next concept comes, that is your cash flow. Yes, if I'm investing, I have to look after my expense and I have to maintain a good balance in order to enrich a profit margin. That is what a equilibrium point of my business. Then only I can come with certain output in my business. Yes, let's go ahead. Advantages. Importance we have studied. Now, what are the advantages? Advantages are where I can verify my profitability ratio. Now, when it comes to profitability, now how cash flow will help me with my profitability? Obviously, when I am getting a proper picture of my liabilities and my asset. If liabilities over assets, problematic. Asset over liability, then it's like okay. At a particular, as we define our career stage, that how it is moving on. At this particular age, we are at right position. We are having the right perks. Like that, it also plays a vital role for your retain earning ratio, verifying capital cash balance. Yes, your financial position in order to be in competitive market. It's a solvent and insolvent ratio has been clarified over here, so it also help you to verify what your actual working capital criticize cash management. As I said, that as our parent control us, so being an owner of your business will be like your kid. Sometime it will just flop out, sometime it will be very 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 naughty fishy child. So at that time you have to acquire certain stick and carrot management, planning and coordination before going forward with any plan. Okay, with any plan policy, first we have to go with tentative calculation, which is very much required. That if we are coming with this strategy or if we are going with this particular plan, what are the clauses, what monetary benefit are to be in feature, preferred revenue, which is very much important in the perspective of business development. Superiority over accurate basis of accounting. Obviously, whatever standard or whatever composition has been adopted, the principle should be very vital and on relevant accurate basis, because at the end you and your business is going to suffer. So this is what advantage of cash flow statement. Okay, now what are the types of cash flow? Do we have cash flow types? Yes, expenses have their own categorization and differentiation. So here we are having three types. Now what do you mean by operating? Day to day, okay, whatever activity or transaction are based on day to day, commonly done, frequently done for your maintenance, yeah, that is what your operating cash flow. Investing cash flow, where we are doing purchase and sales in your organization, though it is for inbound purchase or outbound purchase, but over there your cash is invested in a kind of current or fixed liability, assets. Financing cash flow. Now, what do you mean by financing cash flow? Basically, whatever expenses or maintenance expenses we require. Because of this Friday, I recently got a very short circuit issue near my area, and because of that, the lighting and the wiring got affected, and I have to repair it. Yeah, so this is what in a kind of expenses on financial basis which we are about to deal. So it's casual, sometimes it is common, sometimes incidental, so it depends upon the nature and classification. So here are the types of cash flows, and according to our activity it has been categorized and noted well in your books of accounts. So by this I hope the topic is very well understood, and I would like to take a leave. Thank you.